Okay, to start, I'm going to play move, fight, or evade. I hate that card so much. Pay 2 for the
that one's good.
Hard Knocks. Hard Knocks it's got the free actions, or whatever you call them. They don't cost an action to do the abilities, but this is basically a boosting card. I can spend 1 resource and I get +1 for this, and it's like each time I do that, so I can, at least the way that we interpret it is, if I spend 3, I get +3. And then I drop that to put down a knife. So that's my second one. I need another action to be able to fight, which I want to be able to do. So I'm going to play this so that I have 2 actions.
He's paying the 2 using his ability to get an extra action on his turn.
Right, my ability is to spend 2 resources, I get another action. That's enough to actually be able to bypass this to fight or pay the requirement. So I'm going to fight the icy ghoul. I have a 3, it's at a 4. I'm going to use this to add 3. So that puts me at a 6. I'm going to go ahead and discard the knife. That adds 2 more. So that's 5. So that puts me at an 8. So it's 8 against 4 right now.
-1, and if you fail.
I got the -1, but I didn't fail, so I don't have to do that. The knife adds a damage, and I do a damage.
So 2 damage on it?
And then I'm going to play this event with my last resource.
It's fast?
Oh, yeah, it doesn't cost me an action. But I have to pay the resource. After I defeat an enemy, discover a clue.
Well, you didn't defeat it.
Oh, crap.
So you can't play it.
Forgot.
But you still have your 1 resource, because you paid the tax.
And that is all of my things. Flip that over. Cast for Frozen in Fear. Great.
Tome is -2.
It's -2, and if there's a ghoul at the enemy at your location, I take a damage, so I have to take a damage. And I fail it. I hate that thing so much.
I am in a lot of trouble. Because I can't fight it. I don't even know what I can do. I can't even evade it, because it's a 4 and a 2.
Oh, you have no agility?
Yeah.
So you're going to take a 2 and a 1 in the face?
Yep. If I do anything, right? If I move, it stays engaged with me. Yeah, I don't know what to do.
You can't... What is your combat's only a 2 also?
I guess I can play 1... No, I don't have resources. Crap. I am in a lot of trouble. Maybe I should do nothing. As bad as that sounds. I mean, or I guess I could...
Well, you can take resources and you can take cards. Why?
I get attacked. Attack of opportunity.
That's right.
Because since he's engaged with me, I can either fight, evade. That's all I can do without...
What does your Elder Sign do for you?
+0 if I succeed. Draw a card for every tome I control.
So you can't straight up beat it.
Right. I mean, I could attempt to evade.
Yeah, but you evade a 4. You said you only had a 2.
Right. I can get within reason, but it's still such bad odds that I don't think I could do it. So it might just be best to stay and just let him take a swing at me and then you try to do something to him next turn.
Yeah, I guess.
That's probably the best way to do this.
It hurts so much having that thing in front of me, though.
I know. I just didn't. It sucks having him on me. I can't do anything. Yeah, I guess I just have to end my turn. I can't do anything. So.
And it's every time you do something, too, right?
Yep. So.
It's not even like it's the first thing that you do.
So, since we're done with the investigators, enemy phase, he's not a hunter, so he doesn't move, but he's already engaged. Each engaged enemy attacks if able, so he's going to attack me.
He does 2 damage and 1 horror.
Should I let him kill that guy?
That only drops you 1 on your investigation, right?
Yeah.
So you would only take 1.
I can deal...
You can deal that, and then you have to put the 1 horror. Right? No.
1 damage to her. I might let him die. That's probably the best way to do it.
Good.
So I'll take 1 damage and give a damage and a horror to him, which kills him. So my ally is gone. And he exhausts, and that's all the enemies. So upkeep, we reset these, unexhaust all our cards.
Unexhaust the enemies.
Draw a card and gain a resource. And check hand size, which I'm good. Sure Mickey's good. So Mythos phase, we put a Doom token. We check. 1 against 7, nothing happens. Each investigator draws from the encounter deck.
Got a flesh eater in front of me.
Holy crap.
4/4/1.
Wow.
At least he's evadable.
And then I've got...
Oh, he spawns in the attic. Woo!
Oh, nice.
He's not a hunter either, so he's not moving around.
Nice. But we gotta go there eventually, right? I got Treachery, Obscuring Fog, attached to your location. Attached location gets +2 Shroud, so it's a 6. And this goes away after we successfully...
Yeah. Now, I really wish I wouldn't have got rid of the flashlight, right?
I have one, so... and then, now it's Investigator phase.
Alright, so I guess I'll go. So, for my first action, I am going to yank that away from you, I think. Oh, wait. Once I get it in front of me, though, then I can't do stuff.
Right, so you should probably do stuff first.
I guess I'll try to get resources, I hope. I hope that's a good idea.
No, are you sure you want to do that?
Yeah, because I can't bump stuff up if I don't.
This is a 6.
Oh, I forgot about that. No, I don't want to do that.
Okay.
Alright, then. So, 1, I'll take a resource. 2, I'll play a 41 Derringer. That comes with 3 ammo. I could spend 1 ammo to, and this one actually has the keyword fight, so
yeah,
that comes into play on it, unfortunately, but it gives me a +2 on my combat skill, and if I succeed by 2 or more, the attack deals an extra damage. And then for my last thing, I am going to take that away from you.
Thank you.
Because I actually have a better chance of evading this, and I can at least take a hit for a round and not be in too much trouble. Now, Jeb can flip my card and I will test Frozen in Fear.
What are you at with that?
I'm at a 2.
And you got to test for a 3?
I got to test against a 3.
I mean,
I have to get the Elder or the +1.
I can try to help, but I think the odds are just not in favor of it.
Yeah, it's totally up to you. Kind of depends on how good the card is that you're going to play.
Not very.
No, I meant for you.
Oh.
If it's really, really good, then don't play it. If it's just...
It's pretty good.
Maybe I won't use it if it's situational. So here it comes. Automatic fail, so good thing you didn't use the card. So I still sit with that crap in front of me.
Oh, I guess one question I had, it says exhaust, or her thing is you may take an additional action during your turn. Does that mean I would have to take it after my other 3? Or that I can use that as my first action and see it?
What difference does it make?
Because if it means that it has to be my 4th action, then this lets me look at the top 3 cards. So if I did this first, I'd know what I could draw into.
I'm not following your thought process there.
Okay, so on my turn I have 3 actions.
Yes.
Okay, if I do all 3, and then it says you may take an additional action, that would be a 4th.
Right.
Okay, so the first 3, I do stuff, and then the last one, using this, would be to look at the top 3. If I could do it
You
in
have
any
an
order...
additional action based on, but it has to be a tome action, right?
Right.
I don't think it matters as long as one of them's a tome action.
Okay. Well, that's what I was curious, if it had to be an in addition, meaning after the 3, or just it's in my pool of actions that I can do.
I would say pool until something clarified that, because it's just adding to it. It doesn't say anything about order, but I can see your translation also. But I would, in your particular case, are you saying that you wanted to use the tome one first because it's more beneficial?
Yeah, because then I could look at the top
I think
3.
that's fine doing that, honestly.
Okay. Then I think I want to do that as my...
So that's her ability action.
Yeah,
That's,
so I get to look at the top 3. Really?
See, in some aspects, I was hoping to get my other one that actually had boost the willpower when I had all those resources.
Mm-hmm.
So I could have gotten rid of this stupid Frozen in Fear.
I don't know if I should try investigating or if I should try fighting.
Well, you have a good shot at taking 2 more clues with your flashlight.
Right.
Since it's so high.
So I'll do that as my
Second of
4.
4.
And then I spend it, I get a -2 on the shroud, so it's a 4 against my 5. I'm not gonna boost it.
Oh. Did you get it anyways?
No, I failed.
I was gonna say, before you drop that, remember the second that you investigate successfully, it goes away, so it would have been worth boosting it on the first one.
I didn't have anything to boost.
Oh,
so
I thought you... the way you said it, it sounded like you...
I was like, well, as I say that, I'll look, but I didn't have it, so I'm going to do it again.
And I am going to boost you.
Alright. Is that 2?
+2.
So I'm at a 7 against a 4.
Did you flashlight or no?
Yeah, flashlight, sorry.
Got it.
We got it.
Wish I would have done that in the first one.
Alright, so I get a clue.
Fog's out of there.
That goes away. And then I have 1 action left. I feel like I need to take a resource.
Do it.
I'll take a resource.
It's not looking good anyways.
Nope. Alright, so...
We need some magic.
After investigation phase, enemy phase, he's going to attack Mickey. This guy is not a hunter, so he sits there.
So, I have to take 2, so I'll put a 3-1 off on there, and for that, and another horror, which will make that a 3. So I'm halfway dead in horror, and halfway dead in health. Unfortunately, he's exhausted.
And then upkeep. He's flip. He readies.
Exhausts.
Draw a card, get a resource.
A resource, draw a card.
And check 8. Mythos phase. Put 1 on here. No advancement, and then draw a card.
No monster, no monster, no monster. Of course it's a monster.
Really?
Yep, a ghoul minion.
I got Ancient Evils. Place a Doom token on the current thing, and this actually says if it causes it to advance it would, but it doesn't. So it is our phase now.
Let me see if I can deal with some of this stuff, I guess.
You might want me to go first, because I think I can help. Alright, so first I'm going to play Emergency Cash to get 3 resources at the cost of 0. Second, I am going to spend 3 to bring out Shriveling. It's a spell that has 4 charges. It is an action, spend 1 charge, I fight. This attack uses head instead of fist and deals +1 damage. If I get one of the special symbols, I take a horror. So that was my second. And then I think I might attack that dude, the small one, right?
Can you just wipe him out if you do?
I am a 3 for my head.
No, but you get a +1 if you hit, right?
+1 damage, yeah.
So it takes it out if you get a success on it.
Yeah. So I've got 3 for a head, or intelligence, I guess, right?
Mm. Willpower?
No.
You're close.
Alright.
He's getting worse as we go along, folks.
I'll pay 1 to use the action on that as my third action, and I'm going to add a head.
So you're
I'm
at
at 4 against
a 2.
2. I don't know if you want to add in or not.
Nope.
I don't have anything else to add in, so let's see if this makes or breaks us.
A special one. You take 2 horror because of that?
I take 1 horror because of it.
You take 1 horror because of it, and then the skull is number of ghoul enemies at your location. This is 1 ghoul.
No.
2 ghouls.
And I was at a 4, and that's -2 is a 2, and he's at a 2?
He's at a 2.
So I did it. Awesome. So he's dead.
No victory points though, so still in the game.
Yeah, I'm going to replace this with a 3. And then, as my extra action, I can do the Old Book of Lore. And I think I will let Mickey do that, because he might need help. And I'll flip this over.
Alright, so for my first 2 actions, because I have to spend 2, imagine that.
That goes away.
I am going to fight that big thing. And in order to do that, I will take a shot. This gives me a +2. And if it succeeds by 2 or more, it'll deal +1. So I'm at 3, 4, 5.
6. I'll add to you.
7, 8.
8 against
4. 9.
You're using that
Yeah,
ability.
on this one.
Yeah.
9.
So 9 against
9 against 4.
And it has to succeed by how much?
2 to get the extra damage. 9. 10.
10. Nice.
Alright, so it does the extra damage because I exceeded by more than 2. Overpower lets me draw a card if it was successful.
And then 2 damage on him kills him.
2 damage kills him.
And he has a victory point, so he goes to our victory display.
Which is really good because that can't get shuffled back in now.
And that was just your first 2 actions.
That was my first 2 actions. And I think I should probably get some resources back.
Investigating's a 4. That's
No, I'm just gonna take the guaranteed, just the 1 right now, and hope that I get rid of that thing this time.
If you want, you could probably just move back, make your way back, and I can finish up the cellar. I mean, because that way you can investigate next turn. I mean, it doesn't matter if you do it now or later, but I mean, if you...
Yeah, that's a good idea, but I'm not gonna do it now because then I won't have that resource.
Right. He's testing his Frozen in Fear, which is
I
like
have to
the
get a
worst
plus.
card for
I have to
him.
get a +1 or the Elder Sign. That's the only way I can get it. Doesn't even work on a 0, which is such a good pull. If you only had something to do it that time, I would have. I know you can. I'm just saying if you.
Yeah. All right. So actually, that was tapped.
I actually had the ability to, in my hand, to add to it, but it's one of the best cards in my deck. I just can't afford to get rid of it.
All right. Enemy phase. He's the only one, but he doesn't move. Upkeep, reset actions, untap cards, and draw a
Gain a
card and
resource.
gain a resource.
Draw a card.
There we go. Alright, Mythos phase. 1 goes here, that's 4 out of 7. Draw a card.
We got Rotting Remains. Jeb's hanging his head. So, guess what I get to test?
Your
My
head.
willpower. For each point I fail, take a horror. That could be, this could end the game. Literally.
In its head?
Yep.
Do I need to help you? What are you at?
The odds
You're at
aren't
2.
that it's going to end the game, but it's going to put me really close to death. Every point that I miss by, I gain a horror. So, if
You're at a 2 now?
I'm at a 2, and it's test against 3,
3.
so I'm automatically taking
1.
unless I get a +1.
This is such a good card that... But if it's to save us, I mean, I think that's more important, right?
Staying alive's always good, yeah.
I'll throw it in one head. Ah! At least you succeeded, right?
Yeah.
So that means you take nothing.
If I could have got that, that thing.
Don't you also get 2 resources from your ability?
Yes, I do.
His Elder Sign thing says he gets a +2 and gains 2 resources. So that helped him out. Alright, and then my card that I got was a Ghoul Minion who spawns in front of me. He's a 2/2.
Yes.
And then it's our turn.
You gotta get those other things. Let me have it. So this is 1. And then for 2, 3, I will try to shoot him in the head. So I'm at 2, 5. I will go 6. 6 to 2. Please hit.
You got it.
And by the +2, so it takes it out.
So he dies. Nice. That was...
Pretty crucial.
Yep. So that's
And
2.
unfortunately, that's all my things because that uses 2 of my actions, and I don't want to spend the resource to take another action.
Mickey flips. And then for me...
And then I test and hope that I get the Elder Sign or the +1. Oh, -1. I've been frozen in fear the whole game.
Are you gonna... You're leaving that room, right?
That's
After
double to move out of the room too. I was really kind of hoping to get rid of it. It's move, fight, or evade, and with only 3 actions a turn and so much. I mean, it's just wrecked. Just wrecked.
Alright, well, I guess the first thing I'm going to do is pay 2 to bring out an ally research librarian. After he comes into play, search your deck for a tome asset and add it to your hand.
Woo!
So let's see what I can get out of here. I think that's all I can get. What the heck? For a tome deck, this beginning one is not that great.
Oh.
Alright, so I can only get medical text, which is actually what I was hoping. Or that's what I was intending to get. So, that was my first. My second is going to be to play medical texts. It takes a hand, so I'm getting rid of my flashlight, but my flashlight was empty, so it was kind of worthless.
Wait, you got to use in 2 hands?
Yep.
Oh.
2 books, 2 hands. As my special action for my ability, I'm going to use medical text. Choose an investigator at your location and test book 2. If you succeed, heal 1 damage from that investigator. If you fail, deal 1 damage to that investigator. So I think I'm going to try to heal Mickey. Try to.
See if Jeb's any good at casting these spells.
Alright,
Like take one in the face. What are you testing? Your tome?
Yeah,
Your intellect?
my book.
Your intellect?
Sure. I have a 5 against a 2.
I'll add 1 to that.
So 6 against 2.
Got it.
Got it. So Mickey heals 1. And then I have 1 action, or I've got, 1 action left. I feel like I should search my deck for that other flashlight.
How can you search your deck for a flashlight?
Well, this lets me look at the top 3 and pull 1.
But didn't you already use?
I
Oh,
used
you have
this as
it. You
a
have an
special.
actual action
Yeah.
left to.
Yeah, I'm gonna use that as my last one. So I'll look at the top 3.
Jeb's just leaving all the clues sitting there.
Oh, okay. I'm getting that one.
If we lose, it's all Jeb's fault.
Of course it is. All right, so that's it for me.
If you don't pop the clues, they're not even going to see what endgame looks like.
Well, I know. I mean, it's difficult when it's a 5 against a 4,
You're
but
such a crybaby.
whatever. All right.
We haven't even gone to the attic yet.
I know. That's where you got to go, right? And
can't
he's
freaking
waiting
move.
here too. All right. So enemy phase, nothing. Upkeep phase, reset. Unexhaust. Draw a card. Gain a resource.
I'm paranoid.
Oh no.
Just lost all my assets. I mean, all my resources. That's so stupid.
Oh. And then check hand size. And then it goes to Mythos. So put a Doom token. It's 5 of 7. Draw a card.
Comes the fog again.
No!
Told you should have looked last turn. Ew, Jeb has to be all about himself all the time.
I have to test foot. For each point I fail by, I take
Agility. Jeb has to test his agility.
a 2 against a 3. Ugh. I don't want to spend it, but maybe I should. I take a damage? Whatever. Let's go for it. 0. Awesome. I take 1 damage.
Why do you take a damage?
Because it was a 3 against my 2.
Oh, and it was however much difference was.
Yep. Alright, so it is our phase. What does this say?
Adds +2.
No, I mean after to discard it.
Once you can
It's
successfully
600.
investigate.
Okay, the card in my hand.
That's like
something
the
different.
worst room right now that
I
it could
know.
go on. Well, maybe I shall go first this time. Let Jeb sit in the fog.
Sure, it's
Alright. And since Jeb actually has a good point about getting out of that room, so maybe gather some resources in case I get a decent card at some point. Because I will spend my first 2 actions to move to there, and then I will spend my last action to burglary. And pass the bag, please. And that is my intellect against a 1. So it's a 3 against 1 with a modifier of
0.
number of ghouls in the room, none. So I succeed. I get 3 resources and end my turn. The end of my turn.
Well, you could pay 2 to do another action, but I guess there's nothing.
Yeah, that's probably. I mean, that. What is it? That doesn't. That give me a +1 resources if I hit it. So, frozen in fear. Frozen in fear. Goes away! Whoa!
Oh, it took how many turns?
Oh,
It went
why?
away.
You can count them when you edit.
Wow.
Holy crud!
A 1 in 8 chance of getting it, and it worked.
Whoo! Whoo! You know
Now
what's
it's all
gonna
up to
happen?
me. Right.
I'm gonna get it again this turn.
Alright, so me. I feel like I should try to heal myself.
Yes, do everything except look for clues, Jeff.
It's a 6 and I'm a 5. I'll be in your position. The first action I'm going to do is the Old Book of Lore.
How did you?
Lets
Oh,
me look at the top 3.
last time you were able to flashlight and something
Yeah.
else and boosted it way up.
Well, that is good. I will take that. Things are looking good, Nikki.
Okay.
Things are looking good. I feel like I've read a lot while in the fog. I
Yeah.
put my glasses on. I can
Yeah.
see well.
You get a flashlight headlamp or something.
Yeah, something. Oh, crap. I really like this card, but at this point, it's not worth it. I'd rather use it as a skill thing.
Well, the one that I did to add to yours, it's awesome, but it's a 6 to get into play, but I get an extra action every turn.
Well, this one, it says it's a fast card. Play once during your turn. Discover a clue at your location.
Oh!
That's why I wanted to know the wording of that.
But you have to actually successfully investigate, right. So it wouldn't do anything.
So I'm going to be doing the investigate action, and I'm at a 5, it's at a 6, and I'm going to commit perception, which is +2, so that makes me a 7, and then I'll commit that, which makes me a 9 against a 5.
Wow.
Or no, 9 against a 6, because that's 6. So if I fail this, then we're really screwed.
Yeah, because you just got rid of good cards. Don't be bad. Oh! You trigger off what?
+0, but I get to draw a card for every tome I have.
So you get 2 cards off the deck. That's really good.
And I succeeded, so I get a clue, and dumb fog goes away.
Were there any, were either of those skills? What do you get off of that? That's a skill.
Oh, perception lets me draw a card since it was successful. Oh, I just netted 3. Oh, no!
You weakness?
Yep, the Necronomicon.
Crap.
So I have to put that into play. It gets 3 doom.
Oh, I hate that card.
And so the way this works, it's a tome. It puts 3 horrors when it comes into play. It cannot leave play while it has 1 or more horror on it. It treats all my success, or the Elder Sign green token, as auto fails. So luckily, I got that in before. And then as an action, I can move one of the horrors to Daisy, and then if it has no horror on it, I discard it. So, that was what, my second action? Because first was the book.
It counts as a tome card, though?
Yeah, because it's a book, the Necronomicon.
So it actually has a benefit to you, too, as well as being bad?
Well, I mean, the only benefit is to move them
all. Oh, no, it doesn't. They actually fixed that.
Yeah.
Because it changed the Elder Sign to nothing. Because that would have added a draw 3, but you don't get any of that bonus.
Yep. Alright, and then, what is this? It's a 4 against my 5? That's still really rough.
Yeah, but there's no downside. There's no enemies there right now. There's almost nothing bad that can happen, really.
Well, I'll add this skill, which kind of is a waste. Because if it was successful, I'd get 2, or I'd get an additional clue. But it doesn't matter. I just want to get it out of this room. So I'm at a 5-6 against a 4.
Why didn't you use that clue the first time?
I drew it off of my...
Oh, that would be a good reason. Automatic fail.
Wow. Alright, and then as my last, or my free action, I'm going to use my medical text to try to heal myself.
So, watch him punch himself in the face.
5 against 2.
Ew.
-2.
So 3 against 2, so you succeeded?
So I heal 1.
Does that do anything else, though?
What is it?
Oh, number of ghouls.
Okay.
You would take a damage.
Alright, so I'm done.
Any ghouls, rather.
You were done too, right?
Yes.
Monster phase, or enemy phase, nothing.
Refresh.
Draw a card, get a resource. Check hand, Mythos phase. Where are we at? 6 out of 7.
Crap. It's frozen in? No. You knew it was possible.
Yeah, I know.
It is a willpower test again, though. Test willpower for each point you fail. Take a horror. That's really bad. Oh well. Bag, please.
Testing what?
Horror. Willpower. Take a horror for the difference.
I can't help. Well, I could, but what are you at?
I have 3 horror.
3 will against 3?
No, 2 against 3.
2 against
3. I have to have a +1 on my Elder Sign to win.
So I gotta help you. I can't help you. I'm not in your room.
Yeah, Jeb.
That's a 0, right?
So I only take 1.
Jeez.
I'm really lucky.
Oh!
What?
I can't. It's too late. I didn't realize I could have played a card to help, but...
You said you can't because you're not in my location.
Oh, it's when I draw. Okay, I couldn't have done it anyway. Sorry. Alright, so that's done.
That's done. What kind of shenanigans did you get?
Yeah, Crit Chill.
Oh, you're cold.
Test
I got that one before.
my head.
Willpower.
If you fail, choose and discard 1 asset I control. I don't know, do I even want to lose? I think those books are helpful, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to play...
Is that thing an asset?
It is, but it also says that it cannot leave play while it has 1 or more horror on it. So they thought of that.
Darn it.
Alright, so I'm going to play this card from my hand. It's an event, costs 1. It's fast. Play when you draw a non-weakness treachery, which I did. Cancel the revelation effect, but I take a horror. So
Okay.
So cancel that. You think you lost? Did you lose these 2, or were they outside? I think
No,
they were
they're
out.
still. They were outside. I just
Okay,
hit the.
sorry.
I'll double check those.
Alright, so I played that. So it is our turn.
Did you already put the?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, I can actually do 3 actions this time. Action 1, I'm gonna move to the attic.
You sure you don't want to burgle before you do that? Just the heads up again, since you're in a 1. Well, I don't know. I just feel like that's really good.
It is really good, but we have to get stuff done.
That's true. Okay, you're moving to the attic.
Yes.
He goes into the attic.
I can't wait for you. You're not doing anything.
After you enter the attic, take 1 horror. The bloody carcass of a malformed beast swings from a meat hook chained to the ceiling. Blood drains slowly from the carcass, dripping into a small barrel.
Ew.
And guess what? There's a flesh eater. So I guess he goes to you.
Oh, great. And he's a 4. Okay, so we're going to fight him. Shoot him in the face. Spend the last bullet on that. So I'm at a 3. This is my second action also, just so people know.
1, 2.
So this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're going to go 8 against 4.
Ooh.
Yes!
10.
I gain 2 resources.
10 against 4.
I gain 2 resources. This goes off, so I get to draw a card.
And then
And 2 damage.
Oh, I was supposed to put 2 clues on here. Or 4 clues. Actually, 4 clues. I need to just leave this place then. Because we only need 6.
Cost you 2 movements to get over there.
Yeah, but it's better than fighting this 4 that I can't.
Do you get a horror when you go in there too?
Yep.
Oh, crap. Alright, so as a fast action, I'm going to play the Switchblade.
Alright.
So I still have my 1 action. Alright, then I'm going to fight that thing again. So I have 3, 4, 5, 6.
6
6 against 4.
Yep. I can't help. I'm not
Alright.
in your room. Minus
So
1.
5 against 4.
Yep. You succeed.
Shit.
Well, oh, what were you using? The Switchblade?
Yeah.
Oh, if it was more than 2, it would do a damage?
Yep.
Oh. You got it. for us, huh?
Really?
Is that it for you?
Yep.
Alright, so that thing's gonna attack you, isn't it? And gonna kill you?
I'm alright.
You sure?
Yeah.
You don't want me to try to attack it when I go in the room with you?
Well,
So
I mean...
1, I'll move here. 2, I'll move into here.
That thing's busting this turn.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
I could always use this attack to try to... Well, what's its stat? A 4?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, maybe I can't use that attack then. Yeah, I can't. Alright. 3... I am going to... I'll use my extra action that she gives, Book of Lore, to look at the top 3. You'll hate me if something bad happens. I'm going to take this one. Should I just go for it?
Why not? We're not in very good shape,
Yeah, I know.
actually. We're way behind on what we should be with clues. Both of us are kind of hurting in the health/horror. You're not as bad as I am, I don't think, but
You
still.
said you have something to prevent.
No, you only have 5 health, so you're not doing very great either.
You said you have something to stop him?
I'm pretty sure I
with
can...
him?
I'm not worried about the monster, friend.
Okay. I want to do something that you'll probably hate me because it might end the game or end it for us. This is my last action. I'm going to play Drawn to the Flame. It costs 0. Draw the top card of the encounter deck. Then discover 2 clues at your location.
You just draw it, and whatever
goes
happens,
off, yeah.
happens.
Grasping Hands. Test feat. For each point you fail, take a damage. So, my feat
Your
is a 2.
agility sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah, but somebody has some manual dexterity. That puts me at a 4.
It's better.
And this will make me a 5.
And one of those is a skill, so you probably get a
Yeah.
card, right? If you
Yep.
pass it.
So 5 against 3.
Oh!
Fail.
Auto fail! He takes 3!
And I die.
That puts him at 0 health, folks. Way to go, Jeff. This is who I play with constantly, people.
The Necronomicon killed me.
Alright. That's why I saved the 1. I had dodge, so he wasn't going to do anything to me.
Well, I don't think it's over. I mean, you can still continue, but I'm out, so.
I don't know that I can do that much by myself. Because it's enemy phase, right?
Enemy phase.
So I would spend my dodge so it doesn't get its attack.
Okay.
It exhausts.
Upkeep phase. Reset yourself. I guess my dead body's there, so.
Dead body.
You get to draw a card and gain a resource. Then the agenda goes off because it's 7. All right.
Well, at least you guys get to see this.
The tunnels below. A feral beast, roughly humanoid with a canine cast and hooves for feet, tearing through the ground in front of you. Tears through the ground in front of you. Below the floor, you can see vast tunnels beneath your house. Fiendish howling echoes from deep within the underground caverns. Shuffle the encounter card discard pile into the deck. Discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a ghoul enemy is discarded. The lead investigator draws that card. Or that, I guess, takes that card. And we got Treachery, Ghoul, Ravenous Ghoul, 3/3/3.
That stinks.
Alright, the next thing. They're getting out. You hear a crazed howl outside, and suddenly all the creatures turn their attention to that sound. They rush to escape the house, breaking down doors and clawing at everything in their way. Forced, at the end of the enemy phase, each unengaged ghoul enemy moves 1 location towards the parlor. Forced, at the end of the round, place 1 doom token on this agenda for each ghoul enemy in the hallway or parlor. And it is now... Oh, you gotta draw your top card, right?
Place 1 doom token on the current agenda.
Alright, Mickey's go.
The movement of those guys, are they moving no matter what, or are they staying engaged with me?
It's unengaged ghouls will move.
Unengaged, okay. I am going to attempt to evade the Flesh Eater. So I have a 4 against its 1. I am not going to add to that. I got a -2, so that's a 2 against its 1. So it's unengaged and exhausted at the attic. So for my second one, I'm going to take a resource. I'm going to fast play this event card that says elusive. Play only during my turn. Disengage from each enemy engaged with you and move to a revealed location with no enemies. So I'll do that. Probably should have done this one first, but I wasn't thinking. So I'll move to the hallway.
And a quick note, when I died, the clue tokens that I have...
He's still readied. What are you doing? That's a monster.
The clue
No, it's not defeated. Pay attention.
Here, right?
No, he's not. He's still ready.
Here.
Yes. There you
Okay.
go.
Okay, the thing I found when I die, the clue tokens that I have get dropped at the location where I died at. Everything else goes away. That's what I was looking for.
Alright, and then I'm going to, this is so stupid, burglary at the one location because I can. Try to get some resources back. And so that's a 2 against its 1, so I succeed. I get 3. Then it's the monster phase. Hunter keywords move towards the thing.
Not a hunter.
And the other one's exhausted, so it can't do anything.
At the end of the enemy, each unengaged ghoul moves 1 location towards the parlor. So he's going to move to the hallway and then engages with you because you're... And then, what'd you say next is...
What about the exhausted one? Does he still stay exhausted, or does he move? Since that's forced. He's not engaged.
I guess he would move. It doesn't
Does
say...
he move exhausted, or does he move and become engaged?
That I don't know. It just says each unengaged ghoul moves.
Is he a ghoul? He is a ghoul. Well, if we go by the way they do the rules in it, you would...
It overrides anything, so...
So it's going to become engaged? Or just
I feel like it just stays
in...
exhausted. And then when you do the upkeep,
Well,
they'll engage with you.
You can try to see if you can find something. I don't know. What would be with the exhausted?
Movement or something?
Yeah. Probably under exhausted. Alright, so anyways, that ends the enemy phase, correct?
Yes.
Upkeep phase. I go like this. I get a resource. I get a card.
At the end.
Well, it's gonna refresh it. It's
Yeah.
refresh phase anyways, so it doesn't really matter. It might though in other situations, right?
Yeah.
I don't actually. Maybe not. The question is, does it move? I guess that's the biggest question. I'm gonna say that based on the way that the rules work, that it would have moved. Right. So I have all this stuff in front of me, so that's beautiful.
At the end of the upkeep, which is end of round, this gets a doom token for every ghoul enemy in the hallway or parlor.
Okay, so they're both in the hallway. So that gets +2, and then it gets its normal one during the Mythos phase. Then I get a card. I get a swarm of rats in front of me. Then it is my turn. I will play Emergency Cash to gain 3 resources for my 1 thing. For my second action, I will play Beat Cop. Why not?
When you play cards, they're going to be attacking you.
Oh, crap.
Sorry to ruin your fun.
So I can't play Cash either. So that goes back. This comes back in my hand. Alright, so I can try to fight, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I will fight with the switchblade, and I will fight the rats as my first action, and so that's a 3 against a 1. Rats die. Second action. Well, I don't have to tap that. It's just an action. Second action. I will fight this. So it's a 4, a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 against a 4. How much did I beat the rats by? Oh, it doesn't matter.
No, they only have 1 life.
What did I just say? 7 to 4 on this?
Yes.
7 to 4.
8 to 4. You did it. They die, right?
Yeah.
It dies. And we go to our display.
And then I'll try to evade that guy.
What are you, a 4?
4. 4 for the evasion ability.
You evaded him. So he is...
He's there.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Alright.
So enemy phase?
He's exhausted, so he can't do anything. But he moves 1 closer, right?
To what?
Towards the parlor.
So he's going into the parlor
he's
now?
in the parlor now. And then upkeep phase. So
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
and then at the end of the round, this gets 1 for each ghoul in the hallway or parlor. So
That's
it's
1, and then 1 for its regular.
Yep.
And then I draw a card, and I fog that place.
Alright.
That's not good.
And this was supposed to be flipped back. And you upkeep. So it's back to you now. All the clues are in the attic too. And you can't move their real die. Because you have 5 sanity, or 5 tickle.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh, the game's over then. There's no way I can get clues.
I don't know if you have that medical thing or not, but...
I don't think I have the medical one. Oh, Jeb just pointed out a game-ending condition. I can sit here all day and try to go through this stuff, and I can never... I can never turn this because there's no way I can get back here. I will double-check to make sure in my deck that I don't have the one that Jeb's talking about.
There's a card that lets you... I don't know if it heals horror or if it just heals damage. I thought there was one that healed horror, but I could be wrong.
It's not this one. So unfortunately, what Jeb's talking about is I have 5 of the 6 horrors I'm allowed to take in... Oh, wait. Actually... wait.
Uh-oh.
Okay. We can prolong this a little bit. So on my turn, there's no monsters, right? So I can do stuff. Alright. So first action... Emergency cash, second action, emergency cash. So I'm going to get 6 resources.
Mm-hmm.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Mm-hmm.
And then for my last action, I'm going to play Beat Cop. So that gives me an ally that can take some damage.
Gotcha.
So that cost me 4. And now I can drop down there. It doesn't specifically say the investigator, does it?
After you enter the attic, take 1 horror.
So it doesn't. Alright.
So you're dropping down?
I can't. I don't have any more moves left.
Oh, because you played him.
Yeah.
You could pay 2 to move. I don't know if you want to.
I don't know. It's probably not worth it.
Okay. So you're done?
Yep.
Monsters.
These guys would have been ready. And he's going to stay there, right?
There. So monsters are done. At the end of the monster, this goes on.
1 for the monster.
No, sorry. That's it. The monsters do the moving at their end. Then it's upkeep. So Mickey draws his card and gets his resource. Then at the end of the round, a Doom token goes there. Beginning of the round, Doom token. Mickey draws a card.
So we're at 8.
8
so
out
next
of 10.
time we're gonna see it. All right. So I got rotting remains. I have to test willpower for each point you fail. Take 1 horror. I cannot get away from that at all. All right, so I have a 2. I have a 4. So it's a 4 against a 3.
Zero. You have no goal.
I did it.
So you did
So
it.
this succeeds. I get a card.
And you take no damage, right? Or no horror?
No horror. He still stays alive.
Take that. Alright. So it is your go.
Yeah, because that was my card, right?
Yep.
Alright, so I'm going to pop down into that room.
So 1.
Take a horror, but the beat cop will take it for me. 2, I will investigate.
It's a 1 here, and Mickey is at a
3.
3.
He
got
gets
it.
1. Mickey will do that again. 3 against the 1. 3 against
A 1?
3 against a 2, and if I fail, but I didn't. Alright.
You can pay 2 to get an extra action and investigate again.
How many do I have to get? 6?
Yeah, it's not happening.
I feel like if I get closest, that's when I should do it. So, I'll do nothing.
Alright, so he flips. Monster phase, no movement.
Then
Upkeep phase, flip
I get
this.
a resource, and I draw a card, and then...
This goes on at the end of the round.
And this goes on the beginning of the Mythos phase, and that
And
is...
check. And let's see what it says. The ground begins to shake, and you can see claws rising up from the dirt as uncanny creatures desperately try to dig their way out of the ground all around you. Everywhere you turn, you see monsters emerging from the earth. Terrified, you flee as fast as you can. If the investigators are at Act 1 or 2, they are trapped inside the house as the ghouls tear them apart.
Oh!
And then it says go to R3, so that would be the story in the book.
Go to what?
R3. And then the other condition, if the investigators are Act 3, I probably shouldn't read that since we're not there, so I won't read it.
So that's where, so all the back of the card is telling you where to go and read. So just real quick, that told us to go to R3. So I'm looking at the book, and it's basically Resolution 3, and it has stuff to read. If we both would have abandoned the thing, then the first one is called If No Resolution, which is basically we both got defeated or resigned. We kind of both got defeated, but the thing is, I didn't die until that actually went off, so it told me where to go read. And again, we're not going to spoil any of that part of the story for you.
And we actually didn't go to Act 3, which stuff happened. So
yeah,
that's up to you.
more stuff happened. So you didn't even get to see what happens here. And just an interesting side note. So this, I think, is our Jeb and I's 3rd time playing this, and every single time something different has happened to us. The first time, neither of us made it out. The second time...
I resigned the first time, but that really doesn't matter. It just leads to that conclusion. Where
but then I think I died. The point is we had a different resolution each time.
Yep.
So the first time we actually got the no resolution. The second time, we actually beat the scenario.
Yeah, okay, yeah. No. I was going to say don't spoil.
I didn't.
Okay, you did it.
I said we beat this.
I know.
We beat the requirement. You shouldn't say beat the scenario, because the whole thing is the scenario. So we beat this chapter, or whatever you want to call it, this act. And then this time, what the heck is this called again? The agenda. The agenda actually made it all the way through. So we have now seen 3 different things happen. So we kind of know. But in all honesty, we have not read one of the things to do, because him and I both decided we were going to practice to teach you guys. Then we were actually going to deck build and then dive into the scenario, because we don't want to use because we're competitive and we actually want to win, so we want to build real decks before we actually play. So there you go. I hope you saw enough to get an idea of this, and we'll be back in a minute for a review.